beverages because we have legal drugs.
Yes, cheers to that.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Welcome to another episode of Ranger and Chow, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope you're all settling in well for a weekend. Really got me going, and I would love to continue talking about that because I have a great story that will lead into another story to shame you as much as possible.
I'm happy to be shamed, mate. I've done some shameful things.
Oh, look, me too, but I'm not going to admit to them on camera.
Oh, geez, I'll tell you what, this is what comes with being a ranger.
Not the only thing, sunspots. Nah.
Cancer spots, that's right. Pale skin, sunscreen.
That's less funny. Let's just pick on you because your fireworks affliction. I want to have a good old continuation to our laugh from last week because do you recall what we were talking about?
Yeah, it had something to do with happy pizzas, didn't it? I know what a happy pizza is. God damn it, that pizza I bought was happy as shit. I remember the guy when we said to him, it was one of the tuk-tuk guys said to us, you can get a happy pizza there. And I've gone, all right, cool. So I go into the guy and I say,
let me actually set the scene because what we did was we went to a military shooting range to shoot AK-47s, pistols, and of course a RPG rocket launcher, which was the highlight of that day. On the way there was one other couple with us and us three blokes.
I got offered to drive a tank over there and shoot a tank too, by the way.
Yeah, look, you were talking about that, but the timing didn't quite line up for us. We missed it by like a month. I wanted to go in the tank too. That would have been awesome. But no, we went out there, and on the way out, we bought gas cylinders to shoot at so that you make a big bang because we're idiots and we want to see things go pop. So on the way, the other two people in the van with us got like 2 bottles. And we've got like 10 between the three of us, ranging from the biggest ones down to your smallest. And yeah, the cab driver wasn't impressed. We got out to where we were supposed to be. And the bloke that organised it was a Canadian fella, Steve. He was an absolute champion. But
that's right. Was he Canadian or American?
He was Canadian. And he lived in Cambodia for way too long. We're all drinking beers and bourbons and whatnot out there, shooting our guns, doing inappropriate things. There's actual Cambodian military with us, instructing us, making sure we do it right, with hearing protection, blah, blah, blah.
It was a good trip.
We'll find the video. Ranger had a shot at a gas bottle with a rocket launcher and hit it on the corner. The military bloke said it was a 1 in 300 shot that he got, and it was amazing to watch. And then the kids run off into the scrub to retrieve your gas bottle.
Thank you very much. It was a perfect shot.
Yeah, perfect shot. No fluke at all, accuracy. But that particular gentleman, because the shower's going, well, it's very illegal over here to do things that you shouldn't do. You've been here a long time and managed to get into a military, but how do we go about getting a bit of herb? That'd be fun. Because, this isn't the place that you get locked up and lose your life for. That'd be a fun idea. And he told us the name of that place, and he's like, it's right near the hotel where we picked you up from. It's like 3 blocks away.
It was on the river road to the Esplanade as well, right up front of our hotel.
And he's like, all you gotta do is just go in and ask for a happy pizza between this hour and this hour. It was like 3 to 6 at night. Go in, ask for a happy pizza, and they'll put a bit of something special in it for you. I'm like, great. We rocked up there, and these 2 lovely young ladies come in. And, oh, hello, what you want for your dinner?
You're like, racist, bro.
I'm not racist. That's how the chow speaks.
So. That is how they talked. I'll admit that. Hello.
And we're sort of like very sheepishly. Can we have a happy pizza?
Do you have a happy pizza here?
They're like, and it was inconveniently what they called happy hour. So you got cheap drinks and stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's happy hour, yeah. Yeah. One happy pizza, yeah. And they looked so confused. And they walked off. They made us this pizza. The chow only eats meat and cheese. So it was a meat lovers. Happy pizza, so cool. And we're like, great. We have a couple of pizzas like, no, we should go back to our hotel where we're out of the public view. We won't be silly. Took our pizza. And what happened when we got on the tuk-tuk? Ranger? And we're sitting in the tuk-tuk and you've had a big, heavy drag of your cigarette back when you were a dirty smoker.
I was a dirty smoker back then, wasn't I? Terrible.
What happened at that point? Do you remember?
I remember I was sitting on the veranda, the balcony.
Nah,
We were
you
on, like,
missed a
this-
whole step there. So I'll fill you in. We're sitting on this tuk-tuk on the 5-minute tuk-tuk ride back to our hotel, if that. And you've ripped a cigarette down and obviously given yourself a head spin. Now, the Ranger doesn't do recreational drugs very often at all. So
No,
he's got a
they
head
don't.
spin and just gone, oh dear, everything's spinning. It's kicking in. And I'm like, really? I don't feel anything. I'm trying to convince myself, because we're half drunk, trying to convince myself that maybe there is something happening. Can't wait to get back and eat more of this pizza when we get to the hotel. Yeah, no, it wasn't. There was nothing in it, guys. And I was very disappointed. But then
There
we
was
found
enough in it. There was enough in it for me.
There was nothing in it. You got a head spinner from that. We then found the correct place and we went and spoke directly to the chef. And we're like, hey, we want a happy pizza. And I won't go into detail.
No, I remember him. I remember that guy saying, "How happy do you want it?"
And he
And we
pulled
said
out
very happy.
a big bag and just went, all of that? He couldn't put that much on it, so he gave us some takeaway of this. We flushed down the toilet out of paranoia. But no, and
I do
that was
remember
the
at
happy
some
one that
point.
we took back to the hotel. And what happened when we were sitting up there on that 7th
At some point, I was sitting on the balcony, and I remember looking around over my shoulder, and you're lying, sitting up in your bed, reading a book or whatever you were doing.
Yeah, because the
And,
chow reads books. I was probably looking at
Well, I don't know
photos.
what you were doing. You were reading something, or you were on your iPad, or
I would have
whatever
been on
you
my
were
phone
doing.
or something, yeah.
And I've gone to get up, and I've gone, holy shit, man! Everything is the railing is just bending and warping, and what the fuck going on here? And I
This
remember
was
saying,
about
to
the
you-
reaction from the chair. I was just sitting on the bed, losing it.
and I opened the door, and I said to you, man, this is going real wild out here, and you're like, yes, it has.
And I had no interest in getting up to help you. And then you shut the
man.
doors and you're sort of
No.
watching him. Like
By the way, I
room
would
we're
like to
in-
say to anyone planning on going to any country in Asia, this is not a good idea because
No,
if you
guys.
get caught, you can do up to 20 years in jail just for having a joint. So it's probably
Could
not a
go-
real good
could
idea.
go sideways very quickly, but for the lucky ones that have experience, wouldn't do it again in the circumstances now. But now, what happened next was and just for a bit of reference, the hotel we're in didn't have an elevator because it wasn't wide enough to accommodate the elevator shaft up the middle. It was literally like a room width and 8 or 9 stories tall, just this skinny little thing wedged in between other things. And we had a balcony, and obviously very straight down to the sidewalk. We were 6th or 9th floor or something. We were pretty high up.
Six, mate. Six, yeah.
It was a good view, and Paul Ranger's sitting out on the balcony while I'm inside on the bed, happy as shit. And he's sitting out on the balcony, starting to panic because everything's moving. He's holding the railing. He didn't want to move. He's asking me to come help, and I'm just sitting on the bed, laughing so hard.
Oh wow, that was some trip.
Yeah, no, that
Went
was
from
wild.
shooting rockets and machine guns to getting happy pizzas, and just
Oh.
everything happened there in a matter of days. And if you could think of it, we did it in 3 days. It was nuts.
And I'll throw a
Great
photo
trip.
up there. There is a shot where the Chow got a chance to shoot an AK-47. That was very fun, just shooting out to the range. And just off to our right was a big dirty puddle of water. And they said, you can do a Rambo shot where you just shoot down into the water. And I went, that'll look great. Someone video record that. That'd be fascinating. And then they said, we've got a rubber chicken hat as well. I'm like, what? Here's the Chow, puts on his rubber chicken mask and just
Shooting an
starts
AK-47
Ramboing
in the
at the
mud
water. And the worst part was
It's
all
nuts.
the muddy water and rocks and stuff splashed onto your beer that you had opened. And you went, nah, I'm not drinking that anymore. So we're out in the middle of a dirty paddock in the middle of
Yeah,
Cambodia.
no.
And stale water and things like yeah. And you're like, I'm not drinking that anymore. And Steve, the bloke that took us there, the Canadian fella, has gone, waste not, want not, and just sculled it, dirt and all. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, He was a very loose dude.
He was wild, wasn't he? But he was a helpful chap, and what a day we had! Oh my god!
What I would say though is to anyone who's thinking about going, doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're friggin' 19 or whether you're 38. If you're planning on going to Asia, all I would say is try everything, look at everything, examine everything, but be aware of the laws of the land because there are serious consequences for shit if you get it wrong.
That's it. Yeah, be aware, but have fun. Make sure. Yeah, I know myself.
Like I was under no illusions when we were out there shooting all those guns and rockets and shit. The guys that were there for the military who were looking after us, they're the only reason we wouldn't end up in jail. You know what I mean? There's a full bird colonel
yeah, if
there
you were
with us
caught
looking
with
after us.
Yeah, if you were caught with explosives in Cambodia with no one around to approve that, I don't know where that's for you.
That's why the colonel that was there, I was tipping him like hundreds of US dollars and stuff like that, just saying, yeah, thanks for the day, mate. Look after us.
You were pretty liberal, weren't you? But again,
I was tipping the shit out of that guy, mate.
That's a great day. Cannot fault that.
Anyway,
well, I think we've rambled for well and truly long enough.
And this one, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. And the Patreon page too, Goods. If you sign up to be a Patreon, it gives us like just a couple of little dollars each month, which we can put towards merchandising and all that sort of stuff too. So it does help give you guys discounts yourselves.
The more you help us, the more we can improve ourselves and give you the best Branger and Chow experience.
And hopefully, if we get enough Patreon members, we can take this thing live to Asia and do it direct. So, thanks.
Yes, welcome to the new world. Once they open up some more flights and world goes back to a bit of normality and we're not worried for our own safety of breathing air.
Who knows what the 2022-23 Asia is going to look like, but I know it looks a lot different than it did when we were there. That's for damn sure.
Well, look, it may have the benefits of being a bit quieter, but it may have the downfalls of being more expensive. Either way, I want to get back over there. I want to do another trip. I want to experience this world a little bit more because shit, we're missing out being stuck. In saying that, though, some beautiful places in Australia. If anyone's ever looking for a bit of travel, get out.
Cheers, all.
Cheers, guys.
I actually got sent a video from Paul